Hare Krishna and welcome to today's video. Today we are diving into a very special and sacred topic. It's about conception and Garbhadhana. This Garbhadhana Samskara in Vedic tradition, we believe that the way a child is conceived, the mood, the intention of the parents, it plays a very crucial role in shaping the child's qualities and future. So in astrology also we see very clearly in what state of consciousness this particular individual was conceived, and then the whole life of that individual is colored by the parents' mood and desires. So of course, not just the mood and desire, it's also the qualification of the parents will be reflected. So through the DNA, the samskaras, the abilities, the inheritance of knowledge, of intelligence, of everything is passed on through the child. So it's not just about having a child, it's about bringing a soul into this world with the right intention, in the right mood. So let's start talking about something very important, the mood of the parents. Just like earth nurtures a seed to grow into a tree, the atmosphere created by the parents' intentions will help the child. Parents' intentions will help nurture the child's soul. If you're conceiving with a desire to, say, show off or to satisfy ego-driven wishes, then you may attract a child who will also seek to maybe show off rather than developing qualities of humility, devotion, spirituality. One example of this is in Mahabharata, when Dhritarashtra wanted so badly to conceive a child, and the whole mood was, I want a child for the throne. And so his obsession was so strong that Duryodhana, all he was obsessed was about the throne. And so that's a good example of what is the main core desire, to have a child. I just want to have a cute baby that I want to take care. Then we may get a child who always needs to be taken care. So we have to be very, very conscious. Similarly, if one parent desires a child simply to be, say, separated from the family or to assert independence, the child may also have qualities to be overly independent and even be detached from family ties. I know one such case where parents were so determined to separate from the rest of the family so they can create their own family, and they had a child who was like really super independent and wild and very detached from family. So it's very important to reflect on the intentions. Next, if one parent desires a scholarly, Brahminical child and the other parent desires a child who is brave and strong like a Kshatriya, then there's potential for confusion in the child's life. It's very crucial for the parents to discuss their desires, their aspirations for the child, and ensure that they are in alignment. They have a similar mood. They want the child to be in a similar mood moving forward so that the child doesn't come out as a confused Varna. Traditionally, a woman who was very Kshatriya would marry another Kshatriya, so both would want a Kshatriya child. Or a woman who was very Brahminical would marry another Brahminical. So the whole caste system, what we see in modern astrology, they say, oh, the Varna matching is there, is not there. It's to ensure that both individuals want a similar kind of child so that the child is not born confused. Okay, next we are moving on to timing and discipline, planning for the right soul. Timing is also incredibly important when it comes to conception. It's not just about the moment you conceive. It is not about the moment you conceive only. It's about the spiritual discipline that leads up to it. It's like an examination. So it's not just about the day of exam. It's also the rest of the year, how you have been preparing. So in Vedic tradition and Vedic astrology, it's advised that both parents spiritually prepare themselves at least 1 year before the conception process. So this is done by increasing your chanting, quality and quantity of chanting, praying to Krishna, so that the soul, wherever the soul is also in preparation to come. So on the day of conception, of course, 50 rounds is recommended, 50 rounds of Hare Krishna Maha Mantra before the conception, so that you focus on the purification, self-discipline, and in that mood of aligning to divine's will. Okay, so now we talk about timing in relation to conception, like the month. It should be an auspicious month. Specific time also plays an important role. We don't conceive in Rahu Kala, etc. For example, Diti and Kashyap's story is very famous for conceiving in the wrong time, Sandhya time, when Hiranyakashipu and Hiranyaksha were born. So aligning your conception with specific Titi, specific nakshatra, according to the woman cycles, the planetary positions, then you can attract a soul that's also seeking the alignment, that you are the time in which you are allowing the invitation to come. So in Vedic astrology, these timings helps to ensure that the child is born during this period and that will be inclined towards spiritual growth. So it's important to note that desiring a particular gender is not the goal. Instead, you should focus on the qualities of the soul that's coming into this world that you're inviting. By working with the right timing, right nakshatra, that's another detail. But the whole point is, what kind of a child are you trying to attract? You're attracting a child whose soul is aligned with your spiritual desires. That will happen anyway subconsciously, but if you're more conscious about it, then the alignment would be very beautiful. So along with these practices, there are also some things like yagyas, because there are some people, maybe they're having difficulty to conceive a child, or they may be having difficulty intimacy purposes, or they may have other hesitation, confusion. Maybe one partner is very determined to have a child and the other is not. So all these things can be harmonized by performing certain yagyas. So these are yagyas, which are fire sacrifices that can be performed to bring harmony between the couple, because it's not recommended if there is some incompatibility issues or fights in the house. During that time, if you conceive a child, the child could have some traumas. So it's very important to kind of create harmony. So if you're already having some issues, then it might be advisable to do certain yagyas. You can contact me if you want to know more about yagyas. So you can write to me if you are interested to do these yagyas. So these yagyas, they purify the environment, they purify the individuals, they clear past karmas, because some people have dosha in regarding to children. So in regards to children, doshas means some planetary difficulties that may create difficulty in conceiving or difficult child, etc. So all these things can be harmonized. It's said that these yagyas will help remove negative energies and karmic imbalances that can hinder either conception or hinder inviting a good child and invite a child who is spiritually advanced. But this will take some time. The yagya is not like a one-day thing. It takes a few months of preparation, and also during the conception, if you do the right samskaras, and when the child is born, also there are protective yagyas to protect the welfare of the child. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you found this video insightful. So let me know if you have more questions, and I will try to help you align your intentions and timing for inviting a spiritual child. Be careful not to just say, I want a detached child, because there was a parent who, I want a detached child, and the child came out so detached, even detached from Krishna. So best thing, the best prayer is Krishna's will and not mine be done. Pray for the child that Krishna wants for you, and you prepare your body, you prepare your mind, you take care of yourself emotionally, mentally, spiritually, so that you can invite a child that will be a good addition to your family, and that you can serve this soul, and together you can actually complete the cycle of Grihastha life. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.